Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our next bout of the evening, Demetrius Wilson.
Oh, here we go. This crowd is going nuts. They are absolutely booing Demetrius Wilson.
President of Shamrock FC, Jesse Finney, said it best. This is classic good guy versus bad guy, and you're hearing it right now from this crowd. They're rooting against the bad guy, baby.
Demetrius Wilson. Our keys to victory this evening for Demetrius Wilson is brought to you by Chuck's Boots. Demetrius Wilson, he needs to use that wrestling. The key is going to be to dictate the pace and get this fight to the ground. Make it dirty for Erion Zekthi. That is going to be definitely the way that he takes this win tonight.
Yeah, as a wrestler, a grindy wrestler, that's what you want to do. Just make it ugly, make it dirty.
And we go to Erion Zekthi for our Chuck's Boots. It is time for the he needs to get this into all position. He is good everywhere. He needs to land those power shots, and he needs to avoid that takedown. That is the key to victory that is going to take Erion Zekthi all the way to the win.
Yeah, sounds like a little bit of a classic grappler versus striker situation. Erion Zekhi's going to look to tee off on him anytime he gets a chance to get a little bit of space. And Demetrius Johnson, flip side, just wants to close that distance, stay defensive on his feet, and stay aggressive with the grappling.
As much as these two went at it, they went at it the weigh-ins. They went at it on the videos to promo the fight. They went at it on social media. It's time to see what happens.
Let's bring out his opponent tonight, Erion Zekthi.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Erion Zekthi making his way to the cage. He comes to us by way of the Wolves Den in St. Louis, Missouri. Sports a perfect 1-0 record as a professional. Now, Erion said that he felt disrespected after that first win when Demetrius Wilson was brought into the cage to basically call him out. And as we go to our tail of the tape, Demetrius Wilson, 22 years old, 5'4", 136 pounds, out of O'Fallon, Missouri. Erion Zekthi, 23 years old, 5'7", 135 pounds, out of St. Louis, Missouri. Our tail of the tape brought to you by Supplement Superstores.
What I like about that is Erion Zekthi will have the the height advantage here, but both of them were calling each other midgets yesterday at weigh-ins.
It was literally a back and forth battle that myself and Shamrock FC president Jesse Finney, we had to separate them. I literally had to drag Erion Zekthi to the other side of the stage, and he just kept going over my shoulder. It was crazy, and now it's time.
So you're saying you don't think there's going to be a glove touch, Jeremy?
I do not think so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody here at River City on your feet. Everybody on your feet. This right here is the one you've been waiting for. Tonight, somebody's going down. Fighting out of the blue corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. He weighs in at 136.9 pounds. Fighting out of O'Fallon, Missouri, Demetrius Wilson. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighs in at 135.6 pounds, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, the Albanian one, Erion Zekthi.
This place is on fire, Jeremy.
Oh my goodness. Referee John Duver calls them to the center of the cage. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have waited long and hard for this. And they do touch the gloves.
I stand corrected.
quick movement here out of Erion Zekthi. Big head kick.
Keeping himself very loose, very aggressive. Demetrius tries to answer with a head kick of his own, though.
The speed of both of these guys is just amazing.
Oh, yeah. Secures a single, goes up to an underhook.
Nice knee to the body there from Zekthi.
And now looking for a little bit of an ankle pick against the cage.
Nice pressure there from Zekthi.
That's a good statement to make early if you're Zekthi, saying, hey, you might be the one with the wrestling background, but I can out-grapple you.
Wow, look at the transfer here to get to side control. Nice move there, though, coming from Demetrius Wilson to get up out of that position.
Good scramble. That's going to make Demetrius think, though, whenever he gets...
Oh, big shot from Zekthi.
Erion said, I will...
Oh, ducks under the kick.
Erion said, I will put him out in the first round.
The feints coming out of Zekthi here are definitely keeping Wilson guessing. Nice takedown, though.
Dumps him right to his butt.
Demetrius Wilson looking for those underhooks to try to maintain some sort of position. Got himself in a very loose guard here. Nice control there coming from Zekthi, trying to get out, maybe get some posture up.
I like Zekhi's demeanor on top. Very cool, very collected. Not expending too much energy, looking to slice his way out of this, advance position, and maybe land some shots. He's got control of the nape of that neck of Demetrius Wilson.
Now, as a wrestler, this is not where Demetrius Wilson wants to be.
Absolutely not. Absolutely, this is not where he wants to be, and that is such a smart game plan by Erion Zekthi to show, hey, I will take you down if I want to. I will put you on your back in these situations. I can be better than you in any situation.
That was Erion Zekthi's call. Oh, deep. Wilson looking for a triangle. Nice scramble out there.
Let's see if he can use that to get some space and get up. That was almost locked up and deep for a second. Erion Zekthi recognized it, postured out of it, and snapped it very quickly out of becoming a dangerous spot.
Big shot to the body there from Zekthi, who is maintaining half guard in this position. Steps over into mount.
Right into a mount.
Nice scramble there, though, from Demetrius, giving up his back. Reverses that position.
Great hips from Demetrius. Gave up his back. Very, very squirrely position to just rotate your hips and buck a guy off. We got ourselves a fight.
We definitely have ourselves a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're seeing the pressure come here from Demetrius Wilson, looking to take the back of Zekthi.
Sinks in. He's got one hook in. Hips are a little high, though. It looks like he might try to, yep.
Zekthi's going to try to shuck him off in this position. This is what Demetrius Wilson wants to do. He wants to make this fight dirty.
It looks to turn this into a gritty grappling match, but so far he's being out-gritted and out-grappled by Erion Zekthi in these positions.
Nice position there from Zekthi. We are halfway through. Good position, potential head and arm there from Demetrius Wilson.
Demetrius doing a good job of keeping that whizzer. Erion scooping, almost looking for what we call in wrestling a Navy finish. And now he switches to a body lock to press him against the cage and right to a double. So much action in these chain wrestling exchanges.
Heavy, heavy pressure here from Zekthi trying to get that double. Good defense, though, coming out of Demetrius Wilson.
Yeah, Demetrius is making him work for it here, making him.
This is grueling. Again, that whizzer position that Wilson is holding is the key to being able to get back up.
That whizzer saved him from having a takedown securely planted on him there. Wizard was able to rotate.
Oh, big elbow.
But Erion Zekthi with a tight body lock.
Again, Wilson doing a great job here of maintaining his posture and control, but big takedown coming from Zekthi.
No whizzer there, just a straightforward butt lock double, plants him firmly on his back. With 30 seconds left, it looks like Demetrius Wilson might survive this round.
He has done extremely well at neutralizing some of the moves, but nice take of the back there from Zekthi.
A little spinning elbow there on the inside, it looked like. Thrown by Demetrius Wilson off the cage.
Heavy, heavy pressure coming from Erion Zekthi as we are down to 10 seconds remaining here in the first round. What a co-main event, ladies and gentlemen, right here at River City Casino in St. Louis, Missouri. Shamrock FC 279, Jeremy Johnson, along with my partner, Ryan Sutton. What a fight we got here for a co-main event.
Yep, we got our fight. Very, very gritty grappling exchanges on both accounts. Erion Zekthi, I feel, took that round from control. Demetrius Wilson showed, hey, I'm here to fight though, but he needs to make adjustments with his takedown defense in order to get some momentum going, or it's gonna be a long night for him.
Both of these fighters showing exceptional technique on the ground for being so young into their professional careers. As we go to our instant replay, we see big hands immediately coming out there by Zekthi. Nice knees to the body. Very tough positions. Demetrius Wilson, though, no slouch, stopping those takedowns.
No, he made him work for every takedown. He absolutely made him work for every takedown. Nothing there was a giveaway.
Here we go with round 2. Again, quick touch of the gloves and back into the action. Little spin there. Demetrius Wilson having none of it, immediately goes for a heavy, heavy pressure, looking for that high single.
He closed the distance, and he's gonna look to take a page out of Zekhi's book. Big takedown. Jinx, Jeremy.
Very much so. This is not where Erion Zekthi wants to be. Zekthi doing a good job there here trying to maintain some hip control. You do not want to ever be flat on your back and flat on your shoulders.
No, you do not. Zekthi probably had planned on being here in his camp with the former college wrestler on top of him, so let's see if he's prepared well enough to have Demetrius on top of him, raining down shots, if he can either get himself back to his feet or threaten with any kind of submissions.
A lot of pressure there coming from Demetrius Wilson. Oh, nice move there, trying to lock in that arm.
Pins the hand.
This is a bad position for Erion Zekthi to be in.
Now, this is the kind of round that we were expecting Demetrius to try to have right off the bat. Wrestling, tough, tight positions, making him work for little things like hand control.
Lots of pressure here coming from Demetrius Wilson. Zekthi trying to get out. Oh, nice takedown again there, though.
Zekthi tries to come out the back door for a sweep. Demetrius Wilson wise to it, hips down, and goes right back into his guard.
Zekthi trying to make some space here with that full guard. Demetrius Wilson looking to pass.
Heavy hips.
Very textbook wrestling there out of Demetrius Wilson.
Very.
Oh, nice maneuver from Zekthi.
Zekthi with a little throw by from underneath and crawls and takes his back right to a mount. Slick stuff from Zekthi to change the tide of this round.
Now we're going to see some heavy pressure here coming from Zekthi. Demetrius Wilson trying to rotate, looking for an arm. No!
It was there, but I think he just slipped off of it, or maybe didn't recognize that that was available.
Both fighters extremely sweaty, makes that hard to finish.
Yeah.
Oh, Demetrius Wilson pushing down here on Zekthi.
He's got him completely sprawled out.
This is not how Erion Zekthi wants us to go right here in this position.
No, he's
trying to hold on to those legs to mount some defense.
He almost had a modified anaconda choke there that he could have put some pressure on. But Zekthi did a good job of recognizing that, flattening himself out, and then now he's driving his hips forward. Grueling second round as well.
Very, very much so. A lot of pushing here coming. Good head position here from Erion Zekthi. Nice knee.
If this was a grappling exchange between two...
Oh, not a good move there from Zekthi. Pulls him straight down. Tried it. Unfortunately, ends up in side control.
Now what you want to do at this point in the fight, with this being so close in the second round, you don't want to give gimme takedowns. He tried a high-risk throw there and wound up right on his back. If Demetrius can stay on top of him for the rest of this round, that could be 1-1, I feel like, going into the third.
Most definitely.
Now with 90 seconds left, that's a lot of what-ifs, though.
Heavy, heavy pressure here coming from Demetrius Wilson. Again, maintaining that whizzer overhook position, using it to control where Zekthi goes.
Yeah. From a wrestling to jiu-jitsu standpoint, you don't want to give up that underhook underneath, but if you've got a good wrestling gyro, you can use that whizzer pretty effectively. But Zekthi did a great job of using that underhook to sweep, get up, and like I said, what ifs? Now he changes the tide of this round again.
Trying to play very heavy against the chin here with his head. Maintain that head position, trying to step over now.
1 minute left, St. Louis, make some noise!
I tell you what, if these guys were 205ers or heavyweights, with the amount of hard grappling that's going on, you would have two just exhausted guys going in to the corner.
We are under 1 minute remaining, 40 seconds here in this round. Lots of pressure coming from Zekthi.
He's going to look to keep that choke and transition right to his back, pull him on top of him.
Zekthi needs to get those hooks in.
Demetrius shucks him off. Changes position, heavy hips in. Challenging him with those hips to try to flatten him out.
10 seconds remaining here in this round. Again, those hips very, very heavy from Demetrius Wilson.
Yeah, heavy. Good switch of the position from that ankle control. That's a tough round to score.
Very, very heavy positions coming from Demetrius Wilson.
Now how do you have that, Jeremy?
You know, I have to say, I give that one to Demetrius Wilson. He was able to control, he landed the ground and pound, and he was able to pull the reversals when he needed to.
Yeah, I would concur. I'd say we were going 1-1 into this third round. Guys are both probably a little fatigued. 35-pounders or not, those are exhausting positions to be in. Let's see who wants it more right now.
This is big for our co-main event of the evening. As we go here to our instant replay, we see a very, very tough single leg coming from Demetrius Wilson. Very, very hard. Zekthi trying to fight the hips to no avail. Comes in for the big slam there from Demetrius Wilson.
Yep, single leg right to a beautiful lift. Rotates him down and plants him hard.
Here we go, the third and final round in this contest.
Yeah,
5 minutes left to go, and here we go.
High kick early by Demetrius, just slipped underneath by Zekthi.
Read very well. Zekthi again goes for the takedown.
Shot a little far out, but looked like he managed to get enough momentum in to secure it and put Demetrius on his butt. But as you see, Demetrius has that anaconda position again, modified. The grip on the leg might be the saving grace for Zekthi in this position, though, to let any real pressure get put on him.
Yeah, he's got to pull that pressure in. Looking for a guillotine choke.
Falls into a guillotine. Let's see if, at this point in the fight, though, pretty slick, arms are pretty tired. A guillotine's going to be a hard maneuver to pull off.
Zekthi working to pull his head out of that position. He's trying to not let, it's harder to finish the position from a half guard.
It is.
Especially sweaty at this point in the fight.
Yeah, Demetrius smart to just abandon that, not burn out his arms. Try to work his way back to his feet.
Zekthi sneaking in a few big shots there. Nice elbow from the bottom there, though, from Demetrius Wilson.
Yep, playing very aggressive from the bottom.
Zekthi is doing what he needs to win this bout, and that is to stay in control.
Yep. Absolutely, he needs a flip. We got a mouthpiece out. I'm not sure where that's from. Referee recognizes it, though.
Lots of pressure here coming from Zekthi, landing those little shots, making sure that the ref keeps him in this position. This is where he wants to stay.
Smart. He might know that it's 1-1. Hey, I've got to ice this round up. That's what I do going into the third round, this closely contested. If I could get the takedown, stay on top.
Use
inside.
that pressure.
Yep, use the pressure.
Big hands coming from the bottom there, Demetrius Wilson.
Demetrius knows that. He knows, hey, if he just lays on top of me, I might lose this round and I might lose this fight. I've got to at least be aggressive, make him think. He can't just lay on me.
Which that always makes it interesting to how that plays into the judges' eyes of the shots from the bottom.
I think it really depends on how effective they are. These shots aren't going to score as much, but I mean, if you start damaging, cutting a guy, throwing elbows that are damaging him from your back, that's where it gets pretty dicey. And you've seen some decisions go the bottom man's way.
Lots of pressure here coming from Zekthi. Halfway through the third and final round.
Hey, we said it. It's who wants it more this third round.
Definitely. This is a lot of pressure here coming from Zekthi. Nice scramble, though, by Wilson.
Demetrius finally able to get that space.
Oh, big head.
That was a big knee.
Big knee. Looking for that potential takedown again from that Wizard position.
Keeping the Wizard smart to go up to the body lock by Zekthi, push him to the cage. Watch for him to secure a takedown. Oh,
Zekthi gives up his back.
Gives up the back. Demetrius out the back door.
Very, very interesting here as Zekthi shoots for that single, trying to push forward.
Demetrius could have got himself out of harm's way by a classic sprawl there, but he left that knee on the mat kind of lazily. And now, oh, good hits though.
Nice move by Demetrius Wilson in this position. A minute and a half remains in the contest.
I was going to say just let him get a single leg suck in, but maybe it was a trap because he set that hip movement up perfect, rotated him. Now he's right into a half guard position.
This is very tough for Erion Zekthi, who is now mounted by Demetrius Wilson.
Goes him out. This is now where Zekthi wants to be after starting off the round so beautifully.
Sometimes it comes down to the judges. What are they left in their eyes as they are down to just over 1 minute remaining in the fight?
With a minute left, Zekthi can't spend any more time down here. He's got to find a way to either get back to guard or to get off this mount. Gets himself back to half guard. Still has an underhook. That's smart.
Heavy pushing here coming from Demetrius Wilson. He is trying to grind this out. Who wants it more, ladies and gentlemen? Zekthi trying to pass, get back to full guard. He's got to get up from this position.
And that's been the battle all night. The underhooks of Zekthi versus the Wizards of Demetrius.
Tough section here as we are down to just 20 seconds remaining.
Short time, a reversal could throw it one each way. Like you said, what did the judges see last?
Who's gonna win it? We're down to 15 seconds. A lot of pressure. 10 seconds remaining. Zekthi is fighting it, lands a big elbow. Big hands coming to finish the bout from Demetrius Wilson.
Big shots, wound up literally in a 50-50 position. And that's where I stand, it's 50-50.
What a way to end that fight. Demetrius Wilson coming back there at the end. This is literally anyone's call to take this fight, Ryan.
Anyone's call. Jeremy, it might not have been the bloodbath, bad blood fight we expected, but that was a technically gritty fight, very exhausting. I would not want to be a judge right now.
In the least. A huge fight out of both of these fighters.
The only argument you could make for dominance, one way or the other in the third round, is Demetrius was able to secure a mount, which is a more threatening position, and was throwing effective shots from his back. But I do feel like Zekthi spent more of the time on top in that whole round.
Again, tomorrow night we will be live in Kansas City at the Ameristar Casino for Shamrock FC 280, where we will bring more action to the table.
Mutual show of respect. These guys left it all in the cage.
And that's the way we bring it here at Shamrock Fighting Championships. Very, very tough contest. The crowd is on their feet.
I'm not gonna lie, if I'm either one of these guys, I am sweating just as much standing there as I was sweating in the fight at what these judges are gonna say.
It was literally so close, ladies and gentlemen. So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to give us our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards this evening, let's give both of these fighters a big round of applause. Going to the scorecards this evening, Judge Tim Francis scores the bout 29-28 Zekthi. Judge Rob Francis scores the bout 29-28 Wilson. And Judge Robin Veal scores the bout 29-28, your winner by split decision out of the blue corner, Demetrius Wilson.
Demetrius Wilson takes the big win.
Tough loss for Erion Zekthi.
This is a huge win for Demetrius Wilson. After all of the smack talk that went down for this fight, Demetrius Wilson squeaks out the decision.
Again, I think the deciding factor of that third round was maybe a little more activity off his back, and then also that mount that he gave up. But again, razor thin, razor thin.
Definitely a very, very tough fight for both fighters. An amazing job for both fighters.
Something tells me that one might deserve a mulligan.